If you follow a child, you will fail in life, like following a child for advice and guidance. We know children have no idea nor have experience in life. Here is an encouragement about following immature people and people who have not grown in life. We are talking about adults, but they are kids. If you follow them, you fail. Just comparing the normal child in life. Even people who have not gone through what you have gone through, you yourself are in another level, they will fail you most likely if you follow them. This is an encouragement by Jesus Shelter Channel about know your level of growth and maturity, either in Christianity and in normal life, like careers and normal life skill. Know your level and know, am I talking to a child? We are talking about an adult over 18 years. When you are following people over 18 years, they are adult, but they are children. You have gone through great challenges in life, and you have reached to a level of growth and maturity. You need to know, and this is an encouragement. Am I talking to an adult who is a child, either in Christianity or normal life, who have not gone what I have not gone through? If you follow such a person, you fail in life. You should know your standpoint, because you are there on a mission to help people out of what you have gone through. We go through challenges in life to grow and mature, to be able to succeed, and also to help other people also succeed like us. So if you don't stay in your lane, if you don't stay in your track you are learning into, people will fail who are supposed to depend on you, and you also fail if you don't know your level of growth and maturity, and you are standing in terms of maturity and growth. You must know what level you are and people around you where they are, and you have a mission. And if you don't understand, if you are under people who are not in your level, they are lower than you, you will fail, and you will also not deliver people in normal life and also in spiritual life. You must know your level. It's because Elijah was in another level, he stopped Baal worship. It's because Moses was in another level, he delivered Israel. It was because Nehemiah was in another level, he built the wall of Jerusalem. He didn't follow people who are he didn't follow the kids who are in another level of lower than him. God wants to deliver his people. This is an encouragement in normal life skill, and also more important in a Christian perspective, because this is a Christian channel, but it may also help you in life. You must know what is your level. Many people who deliver people and deliver people from worshiping and living God, they were in another level, but they didn't accept to go to a level that to the people who are lower than them. For example, Elijah. Most prophets of God were in a lower level than Elijah. Elijah was even telling God, I'm the only one left, God. All the people of God have joined Baal. Though it was not correct, God told him, I have reserved 7,000 who have not kneeled down to Baal, who have not worshipped Baal. I have some remnant, 7,000 who did not kiss the Baal nor kneel down to them. Elijah was saying like he was alone. But the point is, Elijah was in another level above all the men and women of God. They all joined Baal worship. They decided and they feared Jezebel's sword, the wife of King Ahab, who was murdering and killing saints and prophet of God. He refused and stood his ground as a deliverer, and he was able to save the saints of God from Baal worship. You must know and be able to be in a stand. If you're in a standpoint to see people are lost in TikTok, they are doing a necessary thing, creating a necessary video, instead of spending time to know their God, instead of listening to great revival going through TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. They are, on the other hand, going astray. You should stand your point to enlighten them through what God is giving you. This is an encouragement that you must know your level for God to deliver his people, because God is saying, I want to deliver, I want to restore, I want to bring back the former glory to my people. I want to bring the promises of God, the promised glory. Remember, Jesus said the promised glory must come. The saints must be delivered. The people of God, Romans 11, all Israel must be saved. That the glory of Rapture Church must come back. People of God must be delivered. God wants you. There is a level. There is an area you have to act in this time of revival. We can see revival in TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, everywhere. Men and women of God have become back like Elijah to bring people back to God. God is saying in Isaiah 11:11, I am stretching my hand again to deliver my people. You must know what you are. Know your level and stick to it. Know what you are called for. The Bible says in Romans 12:6-8, we have various levels of grace, various levels of gift and talent, depending on grace God has given us. You must know, what am I called for? What is my talent? And swim in the online world, physical world, and do your part. Know your level. God, in the book of Jesus, in the book of John chapter 11, beginning verses, was telling disciples, Lazarus is asleep. But they were not in the level of Jesus to know he's talking about death. Lazarus is dead. So they said, Lazarus will wake up when he is sleep finished. But Jesus was talking about death. They were not in the same level with God. God said in John 8:43-44, Jesus said, you are not understanding me. I'm telling you, I'm from God. I'm a son of God. But you're not understanding. They were blinded by the enemy. They couldn't see. The Bible says in John chapter 1, Jesus came and he went back. They didn't know he was from God. They were in another level of childishness, not to see. Paul was in another level than Peter. When he read the book of Galatians chapter 2, Peter was a mighty disciple of Jesus. Remember, Peter was the one telling people during the coming promises of the Holy Spirit, people are not drunk with wine, but it's the promised Holy Spirit. Jesus promised when he went to heaven. But Peter was not in the same level with Paul. Paul was above Peter, and at one point in Galatians chapter 2, Paul rebuked and corrected Peter. And he told him, Peter thought that Jews are more worthy and acceptable before God because they go through initiation, the removal of foreskin, of the circumcision. And Paul told him, Peter, you're not doing right. He saw Paul was coming with Jews who go through circumcision. Peter was preaching to people who don't go through circumcision. When Peter saw people who were circumcised coming with Paul, he acted in a hypocritical way. He ran away. He separated himself so that he's not seen like he's incomplete and associating with the people who are not complete and in the standing of God. But Paul told him, that is not correct, Peter. Paul was in another level and he acted as a deliverer and also to help Peter and correct him. He told him, we are not made perfect by acts of the law like circumcision, like preaching, like the singing, like just correcting offering. You must accept Jesus. It's not only ticking boxes. I have been circumcised. I have preached the gospel. So let's put it the right way. That is not circumcision. Law, things of the physical. It is through Jesus. Faith is by mercy. When you believe in Jesus, you receive mercy. Paul was in another level. Peter was in a lower level. You must stand your ground so you can be used for the right mission, for the right purpose God has called you. Don't stay under the kids. Don't stand under young people. Some people are in the milk level. They are drinking milk. Others in soft area, soft food. Others are in dry, eating bones, like Elijah, like Daniel put in the lion's den. He was eating bone. Like 3 Jews, they were eating bones, hard food. They were put in the fire and they couldn't refuse, they couldn't change their faith. They were eating bone and they were complete mature. Daniel was put in the lion's den. He couldn't change. He knew who is God. The Bible says in Daniel chapter 11, those who know their God will stand firm and become deliverer. John 11:32, Daniel 11:32. Those who are complete mature, who know their God, who eat bones of spirituality, maturity, they will stand their ground, refuse to be corrupted by the enemy, because the enemy will be corrupting and rooting people with money who leave Christ. They will refuse and help many, deliver many, and do great exploit. You must know your level so you can be used for the right purpose. Don't follow children. Paul in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 3, he saw people acting like kids. like drinking milk. They were full of jealousy. They were saying, they were also worshiping Paulo and Apollo. They were saying, I belong to Apollo. Others were saying, I belong to Paulo. He's preach well. Paulo told them, you must know what level, what are you building on? What foundation are you building on? Are you building on people or Jesus? Are you building on jealousy or holiness? They were acting like immature, drinking milk, because they didn't act like mature Christian. They were talking, they were jealous, they were fighting each other, they were worshiping Paulo and Apostle instead of worshiping Jesus. Paulo stood his ground and corrected them. His ground, he was higher than them. We have different level of growth, maturity. So you must know your level so you can be used for the right purpose. For God to deliver his people through you. Elijah was a higher level and it delivers people from Baal worship. Nehemiah was in a higher level than the people in his time and built the wall of Jerusalem. Moses was in another level and delivered Israel from slavery in Pharaoh kingdom. Paul, we said Paul, so Romans chapter 9, beginning verses, Paul saw saints of God lost and he was trying to correct them. Why are you so leaving God? Yes, you are holy people of God. You belong to Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Blanche. And he tried to help them to come to God. You have a position or a mission to accomplish. Stand in your level to be used for the right mission and purpose by God. Are you talking to kids drinking milk? Are you talking to people eating soft food, or are you talking to bone? You must know what level you are in. As we conclude, we want to say that God wants to deliver his people. You must stay in your lane. We must stick to our calling. We must remain to our level of faith, gift, talents, and calling. You must know what you are called for. You must know your talent and stick to it and build people in preparation of the Jesus coming kingdom and prepare people for Christ's coming. We must know ourselves. You must know yourself and what you are called for. You must know your area of calling and stick to it. You must know your position. You must know your level of growth and maturity. Because as we are saying, there might be miscommunication. As we finish, I did literature in high school, and if you have been to high school, you did literature, and we could see people talking at cross purpose. They are not communicating because somebody is a doctor, a medical doctor, had done PhD. Others did not go to school. So the way you talk is different. This person is talking about how to write books. The other one is talking in a level of he didn't go to school. You can talk same language. The language is different. When a professor is talking to people in the village, he talk by saying, and I quote, according to, they may not talk in that area. They may not understand what you're saying. Also, if you meet with people of rich family and you are poor people, they may be talking how many properties to buy, where to go for holiday, yet you cannot afford even food. Your language is different. We used to call it in literature, different level, and you cannot communicate. You're in another level. You don't communicate the same way. You cannot make story together. When I was being taught to teach in a developed nation where I am, we were taught before being prepared to go to workplace where I am. We were taught about the culture in that region, about what they like sport. What sport do they like in that country? What do they do in their free time? So you can talk, you have a conversation with them. Otherwise, if you don't know their culture, what story they talk during free time, what sport they talk about, you will not be able to converse with them. You are in a different level. You're not in the same level. You're not in the same. So if you don't know your level, if you are talking to people who are not your level, you may fail. You may fail to accomplish your mission. You may fail to do what you are called for. Doctor, somebody who have done many degrees may not talk same language with somebody in the common village. What they are thinking, their vision, their mission, their value, their interest is different. You must know, am I talking to kids or talking to grown-up people? If you know, you will stand your ground to correct them, show them the way, and do what you accomplish. Otherwise, you follow kids, people who are not in your level, you may follow them and fail yourself and to accomplish your call for. Know your level. to succeed and help others. Be blessed.